Hi everyone, I'm Marcy, and today I'm going to be making a classic Pico de Gallo. And then I'm going to give you some ideas on how you can mix up the ingredients, customize it to your liking, and come up with some variations. First, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to this channel, and let's get cooking. If you've ever wondered what the difference is between a pico de gallo and a salsa, a pico de gallo is made with all raw ingredients. In fact, sometimes it's called a salsa fresca. And a regular salsa is one that has more of a sauce consistency. In fact, sometimes it can be pureed. I, of course, love them all, but let's go ahead and get started with this pico de gallo. And you can see that I have already some of my ingredients chopped. I'm going to start with 3 Roma tomatoes, and I'm just going to put them in the bowl. And then I've got 1/4 of a large white onion already chopped. If you'd like, you can also use red onion. And here I have 1 serrano pepper already finely chopped. Now this is what a serrano looks like, and it does pack some heat, so you kind of have to know your own heat tolerance. The way I chopped mine, I did it very finely, and I left all the seeds and the veins in there. But if you want it a little more mild, let me show you how to remove the veins and seeds. You just cut off the stem, slice it down the middle longwise, and then you use a paring knife and you can get underneath and just take the seeds and the veins out. This is where the heat comes from. And then you just scrape out all the seeds and slice up the rest. Now here's the thing, it still is going to be hot, just not as hot with the seeds removed. So if you think that even that might be a little too much for you, then just switch to using a jalapeño and just do the same thing. Remove the stems, the seeds, and the veins, chop it up, and you're good to go. But I'm gonna go ahead and put these in my bowl now. Now I'm going to chop the cilantro, and this is just a small bunch. You can put as much or as little as you like, but I'm just gonna chop it up finely. Now, I don't mind chopping up the smaller stems, but once it starts to get kind of thick, that's as far as I chop, because you basically just want the leaf portion. So I'm gonna leave this part out and continue to chop this even finer. All right, that should be good there. So I'm just gonna put this in the bowl. Let me get this last bit right here. My daughter has the cutest chihuahua that she named Cilantro. So it's not just Miley who gets mentioned in these videos of mine. Her dog is just adorable, my grand dog. Anyway, now I'm just going to put the juice of 1 lime. And finally, the salt. This is about a teaspoon of coarse kosher salt. And now we just stir it all together and put it in our serving dish. And that's it. That's your classic pico de gallo that everybody knows and loves. If you keep it just to these ingredients, you're gonna be just fine. Right now though, I'm going to clean up and then I'm gonna give you some other ideas. All right, so here I have the beginnings of another Pico de Gallo, except in this case, I'm using one jalapeño that I removed the stem, the seeds, and the veins from. And then I'm only using 2 tomatoes because I'm gonna make room for some other ingredients. Now, something that goes really great in Pico de Gallo is ripe avocado. You just slice it and cube it, and it is fantastic in Pico de Gallo. You can also use radish. I've seen people use zucchini, but today I'm going to be using mango and jicama. And then I'm also going to be using some spearmint leaves from my garden instead of the cilantro. And then I'm going to be using these limes from my lime tree. But I'm going to go ahead and cut everything up, and then we'll put it together. And there you have it, just a different take on Pico de Gallo. This one has a little sweetness because of the mango, and it has a great crunch with that jicama. And then it's got this freshness that the spearmint brings to it. In Spanish, we call spearmint hierbabuena, which means good herb because it's got medicinal purposes. And really, if you look at both of these, they're healthy. It's all good for you. It's all fresh vegetables and fruit, and really delicious. So I hope that you try this, and I hope that this gives you some ideas to just incorporate what you like into your own Pico de Gallo. I've got to eat now.
Thanks so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I also invite you to follow me at Marcy Inspired on Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, blessings from my kitchen to yours.